It has been a quiet shift for Shorewood police officers before everything suddenly changes.
Ah! Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm hit!
A gunman has just ambushed an officer, firing multiple shots at his patrol car before disappearing into the darkness. Hours later, the gunman is identified as 34-year-old Michael Griffin. Soon after, his car is spotted by a flock camera, triggering a pursuit across state lines and involving more than 27 different law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, in what becomes the deadliest manhunt ever to occur.
It's coming right at us.
We're going to be eastbound.
Shots fired!
On July 3, 2025, at around 3 a.m., a quiet morning in Shorewood, Wisconsin, is suddenly interrupted when the Shorewood Police Department receives a 911 call from a landlord. He alleges that one of his tenants has just shot him and believes the same suspect has gone to harm his girlfriend. Within minutes, officers are dispatched, responding to what already appears to be a rapidly unfolding emergency. However, the situation is far more dangerous than it first seems. As the first responding officer arrives at the scene, unaware of what lies ahead, the routine response takes a dramatic turn.
Ah! Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm hit!
The suspect fires 9 shots at the officers, and the barrage unfolds in seconds. 3 rounds strike the police squad car while 1 hits the officer. But the gunfire doesn't end there. Instead, the suspect keeps shooting, pushing the encounter into even greater danger.
He's still shooting. He's at Wood at that original address. .924, I was hit in the chest, upper right shoulder. The suspect somewhere on the 1700 block of Wood. I believe the shots were coming upward. I got hit by about 3 rounds to my squad. 1 hit me in the shoulder. Okay. Squad's going down Wood. Be careful. That's right where the shots were. Yo, Will, dude, I'm hit. I think my vest took it, dude. It's right here.
Let me look.
Sit down. Sit down. Alright, I'm good.
Just like shot at?
Yeah, dude, there's bullet holes. There's like, I saw at least 2 or 3 bullet holes in the squad.
Where were you at?
There's glass in my face.
As more officers arrive at the scene, the suspect has already fled. However, amid the chaos, one crucial detail quickly stands out. The officer struck by gunfire survives because the bullet hits his ballistic vest, preventing severe gunshot harm. Even so, the encounter leaves him with minor injuries caused by shattered glass. After officers receive a briefing on the unfolding attack, paramedics take the wounded officer to the hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, other officers move toward the location where the gunshots originate, knowing critical answers may still be waiting at the scene. It's here that they discover the landlord, brutally wounded by gunfire but still conscious. Despite his injuries, he's able to identify the alleged shooter as 34-year-old Michael Griffin. Before being rushed to the hospital, he also tells officers that Michael usually drives a black Mercedes, providing investigators with an important lead. However, the grim discoveries are far from over. Outside the home, officers find 34-year-old Victoria Truss, allegedly Michael's girlfriend, lying dead on the lawn. She has multiple gunshot wounds to her hands, chest, and neck. In just moments, what begins as an attack on responding officers reveals an even more devastating crime scene, while the suspect remains at large. Officers quickly learn that Victoria wants to end her relationship with Michael. Police records also show that she previously contacted them for help after Michael Griffin refused to leave her apartment when she was trying to end the relationship. As investigators piece together the circumstances, they believe the motive for her killing is that Michael does not want the relationship to end. Immediately after learning that, police begin a manhunt for Michael Griffin. Nearly 6 hours later, investigators catch a crucial break when Michael's black Mercedes appears on a flock camera. Realizing police are onto him, Michael suddenly takes a left turn and accelerates. In an instant, the investigation shifts from a search to an active pursuit as his attempt to escape triggers a high-speed police chase, and the next chapter of the case begins to unfold.
Passenger speeds are 60, that's a dry traffic light.
As more officers join the chase, the pursuit quickly becomes a coordinated operation. Immediately, they radio one another, sharing updates as the rapidly unfolding situation demands constant communication. Reaching a major intersection, the officers agree to split up, positioning themselves one step ahead in case the suspect suddenly doubles back. Rather than relying on a single pursuit, they spread out to cover multiple possibilities.
Liddell, we are going to be going outbound on Liddell from Henry Clay.
Officer Chapman joins the chase. From the moment he enters the pursuit, he appears determined to capture the suspect, even if doing so places his own life in danger.
Straight 6 right now.
At Fairmount. Coming up to Hampton, Speedway 70.
Stay there!
We're going to be going northbound.
It's coming this way.
As the operation continues, officers keep dividing to cover possible escape routes while carefully coordinating where stop sticks are placed. Just as importantly, they make sure every responding officer knows exactly where those stop sticks are located. For now, the suspect continues fleeing, believing he still has a chance to escape police. Unknown to him, the coordinated response is steadily closing off his options. While he focuses on staying ahead of the patrol cars behind him, officers continue positioning themselves across possible routes, setting the stage for the next critical moment in the pursuit. The officer's strategy of covering multiple routes keeps the suspect in sight. As he turns each corner, officers are already waiting, steadily closing off his options. Then the pursuit takes another turn. Driving straight ahead, the suspect runs directly into Officer Chapman, who immediately launches into an intense chase, refusing to let the opportunity slip away.
Coming up to court.
As the suspect's vehicle slows down, Officer Chapman immediately recognizes an opportunity to bring the pursuit to an end. Without hesitation, he attempts a PIT maneuver, hoping to stop the fleeing vehicle before it escapes again. However, the maneuver fails, and the suspect speeds away once more, now appearing even more agitated. Realizing the chase is far from over, Officer Chapman immediately radios the other officers, reporting the unsuccessful PIT attempt and relaying the direction the suspect is likely headed. Ahead of the pursuit, Officer Noonan quickly prepares spike sticks, positioning himself for the suspect's arrival. As one tactic falls short, another is already taking shape, and the coordinated response continues to unfold while the chase races toward its next critical moment. However, the suspect quickly evades the spike sticks. Meanwhile, Officer Noonan wastes no time retrieving the spike sticks, returning them to his patrol car, and quickly repositioning for another stop attempt. Although the first deployment falls short, the officers remain committed to bringing the pursuit to a safe conclusion, adapting their strategy as the suspect continues searching for a way to stay ahead.
It's coming right at us.
Glendale's in pursuit of the shooting vehicle. We are southbound port at Hampton, mid-Western 6. Southbound port, passing Olive.
Meanwhile, Officer Chapman stays bumper to bumper with the suspect, refusing to let the gap widen as the chase races onward. Then another dangerous moment unfolds. Both the suspect and Officer Chapman pass through a red traffic light without incident. For now, luck remains on their side. Yet more often than not, ignoring red traffic lights leads to fatal consequences. As the pursuit continues at speed, that narrow escape serves as a reminder that luck rarely lasts forever, and the next decision could change everything.
Southbound port.
Approaching. Stand by. 14 active. 14 active. Alright, we're through Keith. We're going to be on MLK. Negative pit. Southbound MLK. This is Glendale Police in pursuit. Black Mercedes shooting vehicle from Shorewood. Southbound MLK. Passing Concordia, speeds are 47.
Officer Parrish quickly catches up to the pursuit and settles in behind Officer Chapman's cruiser while maintaining a safe distance. At first glance, his arrival appears to be just another patrol unit joining the chase. However, that assumption does not last for long. Unaware of what is about to unfold, the officers continue pressing forward as the pursuit races ahead. Officer Parrish's presence is about to become far more important than anyone could anticipate, and the next moments are set to test the pursuit in an unexpected way.
Black Mercedes shooting vehicle from city of Shorewood. Executive on the 6. Open up the traffic, still southbound, MLK.
Oh, you
Alright, negative on the 6, south.
The poorly deployed stop sticks end up puncturing all 4 tires of Officer Chapman's cruiser, while also striking the left rear tire of the suspect's vehicle. Realizing his tires have only moments before they completely deflate, Officer Chapman knows time is no longer on his side. Determined to end the pursuit before losing control of his patrol car, he becomes more aggressive in his attempts to stop the suspect. Unknown to him, however, every second he remains close behind places him in even greater danger. Inside the fleeing vehicle, the suspect is armed with a loaded gun containing live bullets, a threat he has managed to keep hidden from the officers throughout the pursuit. It appears he is saving it as a final strategy. Yet despite Officer Chapman remaining directly behind the suspect for several minutes, the gun is never fired at him, for reasons that remain unknown. Eventually, the damage to the patrol car can no longer be ignored. Officer Chapman is forced out of the chase, leaving the remaining officers to continue the pursuit as the suspect presses on with no intention of surrendering.
eastbound.
From Officer Parrish's dashboard camera, the suspect's vehicle is no longer stable. Its rear tire is completely damaged by the stop sticks, yet the suspect remains determined to keep fleeing, even as the car begins to give in. However, the worsening condition of the vehicle quickly forces the suspect to change strategy, catching Officer Parrish off guard and pushing the pursuit into another unpredictable moment.
You're gonna lose it here. We need MPD. Swarm the area.
All right,
Right.
shots fired. He's shooting out the rear window.
Back off a little bit.
truck are you to?
False alarm, we were picked up by Milwaukee.
Southbound first, passing Meineke. Reminder, shots fired at the police.
The suspect suddenly starts shooting at Officer Parrish, turning an already dangerous pursuit into an even greater threat. Without delay, Officer Parrish radios the other officers, warning them to use extreme caution because the suspect is armed. From that moment on, the presence of a gun changes the pursuit. Moving close to the suspect's vehicle now carries far greater risk without proper ballistic gear. Meanwhile, the suspect's vehicle is no longer traveling as fast as it is earlier in the chase, creating a brief opportunity. With more officers nearby to provide immediate backup, Officer Parrish makes a critical decision. Realizing the chance may not last, he prepares to attempt a PIT maneuver, despite knowing the suspect is armed. The danger is now unmistakable, yet the pursuit continues with the risks higher than ever before.
Westbound, coming up to Bel Phillips, one for a pit.
Shooting, don't fucking pit.
The officers immediately exchange gunfire with the suspect, making it clear he has no intention of surrendering willingly. Within moments, the officers scramble for cover as the confrontation reaches its most dangerous stage.
He's shooting. Get down. Watch the crossfire. You guys have a shield back here? Shield up. He might be. It's up there. It's the car right there, you can see it. Get behind that car. On your left.
Then, just as suddenly as it begins, the gunfire stops. However, the silence offers little reassurance. Instead, officers believe the pause could be a deliberate tactic, waiting for them to lower their guard and move closer before another ambush unfolds. Refusing to take that risk, they surround the suspect's vehicle from every angle while waiting for a Bearcat, an armored vehicle capable of providing the protection they need before making their approach.
As of now, all units are good.
Jax, you got a shield?
Unsure of the suspect.
Sweetie, let's get the Bearcat rolling up here.
Watch crossfire. We have officers to the west, just north of the vehicle.
MPH has got it going around to the east.
Do we know if everyone's out of that squad rolling? I think so. We got a couple guys on the right.
We got a couple guys on the right and a couple to the left.
As the officers hold their positions, another unexpected development changes the scene. The suspect's vehicle catches fire, yet there is still no movement from inside. Gradually, the lack of activity makes the officers somewhat more comfortable. They believe the growing smoke will eventually force the suspect from the vehicle because of the natural reduction of available oxygen caused by carbon monoxide around the vehicle, while also limiting the suspect's visibility in certain areas and giving officers an advantage. Even then, they continue exercising caution, unwilling to assume the threat is over.
I was up on the hill.
You want to go back? Let's go back. Come on.
Ready for 95, have medical stage.
Let's just stay with me, all right? Guys, you got a... Just stay with me.
Recognize that front of it. I don't see anybody here. Let's get folks now.
Just take a breath, man. We're good.
Recognize that front of it.
Nate, did you hear they got a barricade coming? They got a barricade coming?
Yeah. But he's still stepping on the gas.
He's gonna get out.
Oh, no, it's flat out.
Yeah, let's get back.
You're all right.
You guys have already rushed it.
You're not hurt though? You okay? I think so. All right. All right.
You're gonna push to where they are?
Stand by, guys. Wait for the bear time. I don't need you rushes.
They have a bear cat and rope, bear cat and rope.
Hey, roll 911 to the reservoir. We don't need everybody coming off in the car. Do not approach the car. The Bearcat is coming. Let's hold everybody back. I'll try to chop it out of your vehicle. Let's put it in some minutes. Are there any suspects out?
Negative. No one left the vehicle.
Bearcat's coming?
Yeah, Bearcat's coming. We're hanging tight. We're gonna let him sit there.
Finally, the Bearcat arrives. Using the armored vehicle as a protective shield, the officers carefully advance toward the suspect's vehicle. Even as they move closer, there is still no movement from inside.
Squish it. Alright, 715 MCS, so we're gonna place a bang on the hood and see if we can get any stimulants.
To test for any response, officers deploy a bang device against the vehicle. Still, there is no stimulus. Only then do they move in to search the vehicle. Inside, officers find Michael Griffin deceased. According to the autopsy report, he sustains 11 gunshot wounds, which are later traced to officers' firearms during the exchange of gunfire. Investigators also recover 9 spent shell casings fired from inside Michael Griffin's vehicle. The medical examiner's office further determines that methamphetamine is present in his system. As the investigation concludes, the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office rules that the officers' use of force is justified and clears them of any wrongdoing. Meanwhile, the Shorewood officer who was shot earlier in the incident is released from the hospital with his ballistic vest, proving instrumental in preventing far more serious injury. Victoria's landlord is also released from the hospital. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.